Let's welcome back to another episode of Blunt Impact. I am your boy Chris G, making his return, my tag team partner, the three-time baby making champion of the world. This is Ness, and we are joined by our co-host. Well, I'm joined by our co-host, Mary Jane. It's all right. Sometimes we get the memos mixed up. We're getting used to monetizing, which shows we got to smoke on, we can't smoke on. We're still working it out. So, Ness had a boo-boo this week, but it's all right. Yeah. It's all right. I got enough Mary Jane for both of us.
Well,
Ness, how you feeling today?
I dropped the ball, but I dropped the blunt. This is bluntless impact for me, guys.
Bluntless impact. That's a first here. It might be the episode name, but we'll see how the rest of the episode goes. So we will be covering the May 20th episode of Impact Wrestling. It is the aftermath, the fallout from Under Siege, the latest Impact Plus special. I did a solo review on that following Sunday. I encourage everybody to go to the YouTube channel and check that out if you haven't seen it yet. Wasn't bad. My first time in a long time doing a video by myself. But it was all right. Still got it. Ness, I would ask you, are you ready? Clearly, you're fucking not.
I'm not ready.
It's all right. Everybody at home, we encourage you, please hit those thumbs up, like this video, share this video, comment on this video, and please hit that subscribe button. Become part of the True Hill Heat family. It is growing daily. It is growing rapidly. Just be part of the right side of history. Yes, we are on the winning side.
I still count down.
All right, yeah, you can still count down. That's good enough.
Still count down.
Just pretend to flick a lighter, I guess.
Yeah.
Everybody at
hold on, let me get my lighter.
You got a lighter? Yeah, go get the lighter.
I got everything but the weed.
Everybody at home, you're smoking a blunt, smoking a joint, out of a pipe, out of a bowl, out of a bomb, whatever you're smoking out of, we are going to count down from 3, 2, 1, and we are going to light up. Ness, you want to count us down? Go ahead, you can count us down.
Yeah, I count down. 3, 2, 1. Here's my light in memory of.
It's all right. It was still in sync. That's all that matters.
This will never happen again, folks. I promise you.
So since last week's episode never made air because of technical difficulties, it actually works out this week, that we start off Impact episode with a tribute to New Jack. We have technically not gotten to say our condolences. So as an ECW fan, as a New Jack fan, we appreciate everything you did for us. We appreciate the entertainment. He went out like he wanted to go out, probably coked out, and yeah, man, can't say enough about him. We've been paying our tributes for a week already, so rest up, man. Hope everything is good on the other side. Ness, any thoughts on New Jack?
As wild as he was, man. I seen D'Lo say, because D'Lo says, if he loved you, he loved you for life. If he hated you for life. And, that's just how you got to give it up. You're either 100 with you or 100% not with you. And I can respect that. So rest in peace, New Jack. Don't try to stab Jesus with a fork. And even if you do, you're probably going to put Satan through a table. Jumping off the highest mountain in hell. Respectfully.
Just when Mass Transit thought he was safe.
Right.
Here comes New Jack. We start off this episode, of course, with the regular recap of what happened last weekend in Under Siege. And we also get D'Lo Brown and Matt Striker on commentary. Per usual, we're going to start this episode off with Rohit Raju coming out with Shera, of course, taking on Jake something. Still continuing their feud from a couple weeks ago. Raju dominated most of this match. Shera with some interference in the beginning. Rohit Raju really using his kicks and his holds and his shit heelness, as we like to say, to break down Jake. Jake regains momentum, but Shera holds his legs, knocks him down, and holds his leg as Rohit Raju gets the 3. Ref didn't see it. Dirty finish. After the match, Jake something, I almost called him Cousin Jake. Jake something kills Shera, kills him with a chair. Then he spears him through a table, nice little spear. And Rohit Raju watches from the stage like a biggity bitch. He don't want no part of that shit. He just letting his boy get tore up. Damn, son. Damn, homie. The X Division, you was the man, homie.
The fuck
happened to you? But I enjoyed this little destruction from Jake finally snapping at the end. And I'm looking forward to them continuing the feud. How about you?
Yeah, I actually like this. This is like one of those like undercard feuds that, it's entertaining. The match was good. I like the opener. I like the fact that Rohit Raju was like focused on Jake something's shoulder. He was like really targeting his arm, going to work on the arm, and he got a lot of nice offense. And it wasn't just Jake something being the bigger guy and doing most of the work, but it also was the element of Shera being on the outside, which led to the win. But was even better Rohit Raju's win, but was even better was that as soon as the match was over, Jake something said, "Fuck this, I'm sick of your shit." Went right at Shera, kicked his ass. Next thing you know, Rohit Raju, like you said, running out of there like a scolded dog, looking wild pussy, because he ain't want none of that smoke. So I want to see what they do. I think him and Shera in a gimmick match could possibly maybe a hardcore since he put him to a table, maybe a tables match. Who knows? That's something.
I wouldn't mind seeing that. 2 hosses at a tables match. What up? Yeah. Next up, we have a Taylor Wilde interview backstage. Gia Miller congratulates her. But she's not here to be in the tag team. She's looking forward to challenging Deonna Purrazzo for that Knockouts Championship. But Tenille's eavesdropping, or not, depending on whose perspective you're looking from. And she's with Caleb with a K. And guess what? No more neck brace. My man Caleb K finally went to the chiropractor, got his neck fixed. He don't need the brace anymore. She's so hyped about, this new tag team, and they got a lot of momentum. So she got a singles match. She booked a single match with herself against Kiera Hogan, and hoping, if she beats one half of the tag team champions, she'll get a tag team championship match. Wilde is still not with the shits. She's like, "What are you doing? Why are we talking about this still? I clearly just said I don't want to be in a tag team," but Tenille don't give a fuck. She tells Caleb stop FaceTiming her because she's not going to answer. That's creepy. He's being too persistent. Got to chill with that. Might get future endeavors like other guys. Can't stop trying to FaceTime people.
This is not the time to be not listening. Woman says no, brother. Don't let them tell you anything different. No means no.
Yeah. No means no. Not even in your dream. See what I did there? Kiera and Tenille have a match. Tenille comes back. They have a nice little back and forth exchange. Tenille wins with a nice little roll up. Nothing too crazy, but still solid. After the match, Tasha Steelz comes in and beats her down. Caleb with a K tries to help, but out comes Kimberly with Susan and Deonna Purrazzo to overcome the faces. Caleb gets hit with a fucking DDT from Kimberly. What a softie. Deonna and Susan stomp out Tenille. Wilde comes out and tries to make the save, but it's just not enough. There's too many heels in the ring. The out comes Havoc. She makes a save, clears the ring. The heels get caught up in the ramp, and then out comes the K's creepy asses, all 3 of them. And they say, "Fuck it, we're just gonna leave through the crowd." And they go out the crowd ECW style, CM Punk style, Money in the Bank. I like this though. It was a nice little segment. The match was solid. I wasn't expecting too much, but it was a solid match. I'm liking the improvement of the women's division. They're becoming a division that puts on consistent, solid matches between all the women. And it's always good to see. So, how'd you feel about this?
Yeah, I definitely have to agree with that. It's nice that they're showcasing the knockouts division for the ladies, but they're also like giving them something to showcase. They're not just throwing them out there and we're getting wherever the fuck it is that we're going to get. These women are definitely putting on some good performances. So this match itself, it was good. I enjoyed it, but it was more so of the post match of everything that was going on. Caleb getting his ass kicked by a bunch of women. That's always going to be entertaining. I also enjoyed that so many of the knockouts were coming out and just doing damage in this little post match angle, because it sets up something nice. I figured that they were going to be. I didn't know who exactly would come out to make the save. Havoc being there was good, and then like the Decay, Rosemary being there was also good. I think they're down one person because it's just Tennille, Taylor Wilde, Tennille, Taylor Wilde, Havoc, and now Rosemary. But I don't think they're going to use Caleb with a K. They shouldn't use Caleb with a K, because then you have Deonna Purrazzo, Susan, Kimberly, and the Knockouts Tag Team Champions and Fire and Flavor. So I can kind of see I like a 5-on-5 Knockouts Tag Team type of match thing. But who knows? We go see where it plays out, how it comes up.
Yeah, I can see that too. Caleb K has been in matches against women though, and has intergender interactions. So I wouldn't be surprised if they put him in this match.
They probably would. The only reason I didn't want to use him is because he serves no purpose. He's just going to get his ass kicked.
Yeah, he's actually not that bad either. Next up, we get Rachel, Ellering, and Jordan Grace in the back, and Gia wants to interview with them. So Rachel steps up. She's talking about the loss on Saturday to Fire and Flavor. They lost the titles to them again. They are 2-time champions now. She's not happy, but she's persistent. She wants to get a way back into that title scene. She wants to she wants her and Jordan to pick themselves up, get back on that road. Grace looks over it the whole time that Rachel's talking. And she's like, we got to do something about it. Jordan Grace says, all right, cool. You know what? I'm going to go to Scott D'Amore and I'm going to do something about it. Grace comes back later in the night. She says, hey, I talked to Scott and I got us a match. Rachel's like, cool. Who we facing? Each other. Boom! Left hook. That was a left hook out of nowhere. Didn't see that. Well, we seen it coming. I seen it coming. But Rachel didn't see it coming. So we have a match. Rachel Ellering versus Jordan Grace. Good back and forth match. A lot of tension. A few spots where they could have took advantage of each other, but they didn't, because they have the respect for each other still. They are a tag team, former tag team champions. So, yeah, real solid. They're just going back and forth. Eventually, Ellering hits the roll-up for the 1, 2, 3. Afterwards, we get a half-ass handshake and a hug from Jordan Grace. She looks deflated. She walks to the back, lets Ellering get her moment. Looks like we're gearing up towards that heel turn, and I'm here for it. I'm just waiting for it.
Yeah.
Good intro match, because this is a story that you could drag out for a little while. So if this is their first of many matches, it was a good way to just introduce us into the feud. What do you think?
Yeah, I definitely agree. It was kind of weird seeing the fact that, like, at the end of the day, they faced each other. Usually when tag teams or just someone in general in a tag team feels they got to shake the rust off or get back in the swing of things, they go and they do it, against other people, not against each other. So when it was a surprise, but it was something that also interests me, because once the announcement was made, I'm like, oh wow, that's weird, but I know the match is going to be good, and it was good. I think it was very, very good, because they're so evenly matched. Eventually it came down to Rachel, getting the roll-up win, but throughout the match it was just like back and forth. a lot of technical wrestling going on. You know, one of the ladies just trying to get one over on the other. But yeah, you could definitely see the frustration in Jordan Grace's face throughout the match, and those words from Fire and Flavor getting in her head, and like, you know, what can you do about it at this point? She's going to be her own worst enemy. So it sucks, but at the end of the day, she's just going to have to work this out, however she works it out, which probably won't be a good idea or a good thing for Rachel Ellering after the fact, if things keep going the way they are.
Next up, we got a match. Pretty short match. We have VSK returning after an impressive debut against El Phantasmo. He's going up against P.D. Williams, the godfather of the X Division. Short but solid match. P.D. dominates the first half. VSK dominates the second half. Yeah, we know what to expect from P.D. Williams. We've been watching him for so long. But VSK looks good, man. He looks like he belongs. He can move. You know, we got to see if this guy could talk some shit or what. Like we might have a hidden gem and Impact that we don't even know, because this guy looks like he could work a little bit. So it's a good showing by both guys, of course. Good back and forth exchange towards the end, but the Canadian Destroyer, the original Canadian Destroyer, gets it done. I like the introduction to VSK into the Impact world. I hope he sticks around. How about you?
Yeah, I agree. I like this guy. Yeah, well, he's starting to grow on me a little bit from seeing him multiple times. And it's not like they put him in these matches and he's just literally there to job or, you know, not get any offense in or a lot of offense at that. They really have him in there having a match, like having a back and forth, getting an initial amount of offense on his opponent, because they want you to invest in this guy. Like, nobody's going to invest in someone that, you know, just getting squashed every week. So, you know, he comes in, has his matches, shows what he can do. And like you said, I've from El Phantasmo to, you know, this week with P.D. Williams, I believe that this guy, he's doing well for himself. And it's not even just in Impact. I think he's been on He's been on Dark Elevation. So he's definitely putting in some work right now. So give big props to VSK. But all in all, it only takes one from P.D. Williams, the true Canadian Destroyer. And it was refreshing. It's always refreshing to see somebody actually win with that move, because people use it as a transitional move now these days. And, you know, they hate that. You know, we're going to get a call from Jim Cornette here how much he hates that shit. But that's neither here nor there. These guys did put on a good match. It was very entertaining to watch.
God damn, it's a Destroyer.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be a finisher, motherfucker. Moose makes his way, the number one contender, to the Impact World Championship. Number one contender. Say it again. Number one contender to Kenny Omega's World Championship. He's out to the ring, though. He's putting over his win at Under Siege, which was a pretty good match. He's warning Kenny Omega, but Kenny Omega, he ain't pussy. Comes out. He brings Don Callis with him. Don Callis is calling out his lack of championships. You call yourself Mr. Impact. You've been how long? You never held the world champion. Before this, you were in Ring of Honor. You never held the world championship over there. How many Super Bowls you got, Moose? Hit him where it hurts. You talk about being this great NFL superstar. You played with Tom Brady, blah, blah. Where's your fucking rings at? Eventually, Moose shuts him down. Says, you know, he's going to rip Don's head off and shove it up Kenny's ass if he keeps speaking. Kenny quotes the great Jonah Jameson. Says, "You're a menace." Eventually, the Good Brothers come and surround the ring. Oh, we have the glitchy shit. You know what that means. Sam Callahan is here. And he makes the save. We see Moose's handing backstage. Moose says he didn't need the help. He was willing to go 4-on-1, 5-on-1, however many on one. He is Moose. Sam says he was only out there because he's sick of their shit. He's sick of them coming out here thinking they run shit. Impact is his show, and whoever wins, at against all odds, it doesn't matter. He's coming for his title. I enjoyed this. I still think it's a little too early for this, but
Yeah, I agree.
while it's here, I'm gonna enjoy it anyway. So, how'd you feel about this?
Yeah, I agree. I feel as though that it's too early for this. Being, that I don't think that they'll pull the trigger and Moose go over. But also, why not strike with when the iron's hot? Um, I don't know, man. It's kind of conflicting because I, as much as I wanted Kenny to actually have his title reign, the Impact title, and make this whole partnership and him being the champion mean something. Uh, it's definitely Moose's time. He's been putting in a lot of work, and the fact that he says I'm bringing back what's ours, like he's solidarity. There's solidarity there. They obviously tell him that you're big, strong guy, you're the baddest man, but it only takes one wing angel. He's like, look, if that's what you think is gonna happen, you can try. You can try it. But Kenny ain't want that smoke though. So who knows? But then when the Good Brothers come out, it's nice that Sammy Callahan is deranged and the deranged as he is. He has his own bone to pick with Kenny Omega and the Good Brothers and Don Callis. So that's some nice interesting angles to this whole little storyline. They can pick this up every which way and do whatever they want with it, and it's still gonna be good.
The possibilities are endless. So hopefully they give us something good, which I'm sure they will. They've been doing a good job with this so far. Next up, before we get into the main event, we are just going to touch on a few segments, throughout the night. Feel free to chime in. We have a vignette for Satoshi Kojima from New Japan Wrestling. If you are not familiar with him, as our good brother at J News Japan, J News, he likes to call him, he is a New Japan dad. He is a OG. He has really showed out this year for whatever events that New Japan has had, because they're undergoing so much shit right now. But yeah, man, that's cool. It's cool to see him on Impact. You can put on a
Yeah,
good show,
it just keeps reassuring or reiterating that Forbidden Door is open. It's open, man. It's almost off the hinges at this point.
Yeah, I'm fine with just the random talent exchanges. I want to see more guys on AEW, but I'm not mad with seeing New Japan guys on Impact at all.
Yeah.
We had a Rich Swann interview where he calls out Morrissey. He's talking that shit, but then Morrissey comes and kicks him into next month and kills him backstage, throws him through a door. Looking mighty strong there.
Yeah.
We got Brian Myers backstage. Nah, go ahead. You were going to say something?
Oh no, that's all I got. He definitely looks strong, and you don't want to fuck with that guy.
Not at this point, though.
Nah.
We got Brian Myers backstage, and he's sick and tired of Matt Cardona still. He's just tired of his shit. So he goes backstage and he finds Matt. He beats him up. Beats up Matt Cardona backstage. I like it.
I don't know. It was aggressive, but it's a little random. You could have let the guy just walk by, left him alone. Fuck that. I gotta teach him a lesson. But because I thought thought these guys might have been done. They're gonna fight forever.
Fuck it. Fight forever. They're gonna be Impact's Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano.
Yeah, right.
with significantly less match quality. But that's not a bad thing. It's just Ciampa and Gargano are really good.
Yeah.
But you can hear more about them on NX3. Next up, we got our favorite segment of the show, Swingers Palace. And TJP, he's in that bitch. He's killing the tables. He's taking Bravo's money. He's taking Swingers' money. obviously. He's tipping Swingerellas left and right. Lisha's there. She's trying to figure out what to do with them because, you know, she's basically Johnny Swinger's left-hand woman at this point. Fallah Bah is now a Swingerella because he has to pay off his debt. TJP asks, well, what do I need to pay off his debt? You got to roll a hard 8-ball, daddy. TJP rolls that 8, and he wins. And he needs his tag team partner back. Yeah. Petey Williams comes out of left field, and he takes exception to this. It's nothing personal. TJP, you know, just has better chemistry with Fallah Bah. They've been tag team for a while already. Petey goes, well, I think I have better chemistry with Josh Alexander. So how about we set up a tag team match for next week? Decay magically appears, and Crazy Steve, who's pretty fucking creepy already, calls this place the creepiest place he's ever been. So that's how creepy this casino is. My man Swinger calls Senor Hernandaddy. Bounce. You got to bounce these motherfuckers. Get them out the club. They're causing a disturbance. But they disappeared. They used their magic. Another funny Swingers Palace.
You know, I was all for this. Well, I'm not going to say I was all for it because seeing Fallah Bah and a goddamn dress or whatever the fuck he was wearing, that was a little extreme. But other than that, yeah, this is very entertaining. You got TJP just, you know, in there wasting his money.
No, he was winning. Why hasn't Johnny Bravo gotten fired yet? He's the worst dealer ever.
Yeah. Let me not say that. Or let me specify. I mean, as far as, did he bet on him and Fallah Bah versus P. Williams and Josh Alexander?
Oh, he might have.
You better not.
You don't gotta live under the tent. You don't gotta live under the tent no more.
No, for nothing. You gotta do everything.
Oh,
oh God! Now I'm picturing him in that fucking dress again. Oh God, it was sickening.
Swingers Palace never disappoints.
Ever. It's always great. Always a blast.
Now on to the main event. The main event is Finn Juice taking on Ace Austin and Madman Fulton for the tag team championships. Before this, Finn Juice cuts an interview. You're confident going in against Ace and Madman. They're going back to Japan, and they're taking the tag team titles with them. This was another solid match. Finn Juice dominating in the beginning, showing good tag team chemistry as usual. When we come back from commercial, Madman Fulton took out, I forgot who one of them on the outside. I think it was Juice. And Ace was dominating the match. Eventually, Finn Juice and Finley make the hot tag. They get the nice little comeback. Nice double team on Fulton to win the match after a nice exchange between both teams. But out of nowhere, this whole show is just shit out of nowhere. Bah, hit you right in the face. Violent by Design comes to the ring, and we have forgotten that Rhino still has the call your shot. So he calls a shot. His tag team partner is Joe Doring. They demolish Finn Juice. Joe Doring does like a nice little flying dive to kill both of them.
Now you guys know I got a special place in my heart for Violent by Design. And I completely forgot that Rhino had the call your shot trophy. So it was good that it made sense that these guys, you know, attacked the babyface after the fact, or the babyface, you know, winners. And then even just in the match itself, Madman Fulton was like the catalyst for, I believe, in this match, just for the fact that, you know, these guys had to work extra hard to take him out. And they pretty much couldn't on their own. Just a lot of nice back and forth. But yeah, I'm just all for Violent by Design picking up the Impact Tag Team Championships. because they need something to keep them relevant. You know, you can't do much by when you're losing and then going on these tangents after the fact, after the match because you lost. Like, no, we need wins, we need results. So, and that's exactly what they brought to the table.
Yeah, and I like now it brings a little bit more intrigue into the tag team division. Now you have all these tag teams from last week that competed for the spot, and you have the tag team champions now. I mean, we lose the tag team with Finjuice, but at least we get one back. So the depth, they could still work from there and try to build a little depth into this division. So altogether, though, very solid show.
Yeah.
Can't complain. I really enjoyed this show. I'm excited for Against All Odds, for where we're going, where it's looking towards we're going. It should be a good show. So we got a couple weeks before we get there. But we want to thank you guys at home for hanging out with us this week. Ness, where can we find you at?
You guys can follow me on Twitter at skinny_Kravitz. You can follow me on Instagram at skinny__Kravitz. And you can catch me right here on the True Hill Heat YouTube channel. One half of Joints and Jabronis and Blunt Impact with Chris G. You could also catch me on NX3, once again with Chris G and RAC in the place to be, where we review NXT. You can also catch me on Fusion of Honor with my man, the Stat King, the man of 1,004 numbers, where we review everything that goes on in the Ring of Honor ring and MLW Fusion. The Roundtable Rebels, you catch me on the Roundtable. And as always, once we come back from break, you can hear my illustrious voice on Toxicity.
Yes, and you can find me at True Hill Chris G. You can always find me here on the True Hill Heat YouTube channel. Of course, Blunt Impact right here covering Impact, NX3 covering NXT with the 3-time baby making champion Ness and Romeo Anthony Colon, and Joints and Jabronis trying to drop that birthday edition hopefully soon. We'll see what happens. We'll see if I can get enough botches under my belt. And of course, True Toxicity when we do come back from break. And we're working on various other things. You never know where we'll pop up.
We are working, man. We working. True Hill Heat.
Guys, want to remind you, please hit that thumbs up before you leave this video. Share, comment, subscribe. We hope you enjoyed. We will see you guys next week for the three-time baby making champion Ness. For our co-host Mary Jane, I am your boy Chris G. We'll see you guys next week. Peace.